Morning, everyone, and welcome back to GSM or At Home with GSM. Um, this week again, it's just me because Liv is busy, doing stuff and like doctor's appointments and things like that. So I thought this week we could talk about something that me and Liv kind of both deal with a lot. It's called burnout. Um, so we kind of wanted to talk about um something that a lot of like digital marketers deal with because it can be in the creative field it can be so difficult to like not get burnout, if that makes sense. So in this episode we're diving deep into something a lot of marketers silently struggle with: burnout. Not the I need another coffee kind, not the I've had a long week kind, but we're talking about real burnout. So the exhaustion, the creative depletion, the pressure, and the cycles we fall into it without realizing it. And here's the thing: digital marketing is one of the industries with the highest burnout rates, yet it's one of the least openly discussed. So let's talk about why. Digital marketing is unique because it lives in at the intersection of creativity, analytics, and constant immediacy. You're expected to understand audiences, write compelling copy, produce visuals, analyze data, optimize campaigns, stay on top of trends, and show results fast. That's a lot. It is a lot. Plus, algorithms shift without warning. One week your engagement is thriving, the next your reach drops by 40% for no apparent reason. And even though it's not your fault, I just know that didn't, that it's not my laptop being. And even though it's not, clients or managers may see it differently. Digital marketing is also never done. There's always another post to publish, a new trend to jump on, another A/B test to run. The work can feel endless. There we go. My laptop's being funky today. So the hidden pressures we don't talk about. So let's get into some of the emotional and mental load digital marketers carry. 1. Creative pressure. Coming up with fresh ideas constantly is draining. Creativity isn't an infinite tap, it needs rest and downtime. 2. Imposter syndrome. While everyone online appearing to crush it, many marketers second guess their own ability, especially when campaigns underperform. 3. Metric obsession. KPIs are important, but when you tie your sense of worth to engagement and conversations, it becomes unhealthy. And then 4, finally, the myth of always being online. Digital marketing roles often lead people to believe that they must respond, track, and monitor 24/7. That's not sustainable. You need sleep, you need to eat, you need to rest. So, let's talk about some signs that you may be burning out. Burnout rarely hits all at once, it builds slowly. So, common signs include feeling drained before the day even starts, struggling to focus or be creative, constant frustration with small tasks, procrastinating when everything feels overwhelming, which is something that I do quite a lot when I'm feeling burnt out. I just push everything off and then it feels even more overwhelming. It's not fun. So emotional detachment from your work, that's another thing that I struggle with quite a lot. Loss of motivation or pride in campaigns. Physical symptoms equal like in terms of headaches, poor sleep, and tension. And if any of these resonate, you are not alone. Pretty much every creative person, digital marketing, anyone in the creative field will experience this at some point because it is such a difficult field of work to go in. So I study film and television studies at uni. Wanted to, make documentaries, be the next Louis Theroux, or um, you know, work for the BBC. That was like always my dream. That's so unrealistic, and I see that now after doing my degree because I was getting so burnt out from doing that degree that it's for a while even watching films and TV shows, it became like a task and like a chore to me. I couldn't just relax and watch a film. Even now, like me and my partner, we started watching Stranger Things last night, and the whole time I was constantly looking at, that's a green screen, that's CGI, that's blah blah blah, and it's draining, it's exhausting. So that's kind of why I just watch random stuff on YouTube now, because I don't feel excitement or fun from watching film or TV anymore, and that is from years of burnout without me realizing it was burnout. But yeah, so how to protect your well-being in digital marketing. So now let's talk solutions, not generic wellness tips, but practical strategies that work well for marketers. So the first one is build systems, not stress. Use scheduling tools, automate reports, pre-plan content and batching, and create templates. Systems reduce decision-making fatigue. The second one is separate urgent from noise. Not every comment needs an instant reply. Not every trend needs your participation. Prioritize impact, not volume. 3. Set digital boundaries. Turn off notifications after work. Use do not disturb blocks for deep work, and have one day a week where you do not check analytics. 4. Embrace slow creativity. Some of your best ideas will come when you're not at your desk. Walks, downtime, and actually rest can actually boost creative output because your brain is not working as hard, so it's more likely to think of creative things and be more successful in that. So 5, communicate capacity. If you're overwhelmed, speak up. Most burnout marketers become that way because they've never felt that they could say, I need a bit more time on this. So definitely talk up. People understand. That's the thing, like people will understand. So the next bit is normalize imperfect performance. You can't and won't go viral every week. It's impossible. Sustainable marketing beats frantic marketing every time. So you need to be sustainable. You can't expect to be top of like TikTok or YouTube every single week because that's impossible. So next, the last little segment. So the future of digital marketing and well-being. Luckily, the industry is slowly changing. More companies recognise that burnout kills creativity. Turnover is very, very expensive, and healthy teams produce better work. There's a shift towards flexible scheduling, mental health support, and realistic expectations. But change starts with us too, knowing our limits, advocating for our well-being, and refining productivity in healthier ways. So yeah, a few closing thoughts. So digital marketing is a rewarding, exciting field, but it can also be overwhelming if we don't acknowledge the pressure built into it. Burnout isn't a personal failure, it's a signal, a sign your body and mind need space, structure, or support. If you take anything from this little episode, let it be this. You can be a high performing marketer without sacrificing your well being. Healthy creativity is sustainable creativity. So yeah, that's everything from me today. I hope you all have a great week and you've all enjoyed this little mini episode with me. Hopefully next week me and Liv will be back together. I'm trying to think. I know coming up to Christmas, I've got no idea what we're gonna do because we are both so busy over Christmas. I've got a lot of family coming round, so we may take a couple of weeks off, possibly. But we'll see. But yeah, I hope you all have a great week and I can't wait to see you all later. Bye.